When we come with that heat, we got skip on the.
Me and Jacob. Oh my goodness, another one, Jacob. Another one.
Kidding. Pascal, he's hot right now. Pause. Tyrese Halliburton, he's hot. Pause.
I've got a couple people at work that think that we resemble each other, and I don't know how I feel about that.
You and Chet?
It's more of the body type. That's just like, how many fouls do you think SGA is gonna draw in this series? I'm not talking about just game one, Jacob. I'm talking about the whole series.
Oh.
Hey man, it is June. It is
June. Rocky Top, you'll always be.
Home sweet home to me.
Yeah, there we go.
Welcome in, everybody. Episode 32, the Shaquille O'Neal episode of $1 Million Radio. Thanks for watching. Me and Jacob. Oh my goodness, another one, Jacob. Another one.
Kidding.
Another one.
Let's go.
We're watching the Tennessee baseball game right now. We were down 2-0, and now home runs, 2 different home runs for 5 runs here in the what inning?
Fourth inning.
Just dropped my phone. Yeah, the bottom of the 4th inning we're at right now. We did have 3 runs before that, but so it was 2-0. We came back, made it 3-2, and now in the 4th inning, it is 8-2 Tennessee in this pivotal elimination game in the Knoxville Regional for the NCAA tournament. Winner of this game, I think, travels to Arkansas if Arkansas won their regional, but which I think they did. But yeah, so that's what's going on right now. A little fun episode as we watch along, rooting on our Vols, the reigning, defending national champions,
undisputed.
So yeah, how was your weekend, Jacob? On this Monday night.
Yeah, man, it was good. I really have the whole week to myself, so it's gonna be a week of focus, work, music, NCAA college football 25 so
yeah, it's not a bad way to spend your week. So
how was your weekend?
Oh, it was good. I was at work all weekend pretty much, but I did get a text from Jacob that said Mackenzie was out of town this week. Do I want to hang out?
Yep, absolutely.
And I do. And Griffin's not able to join us today. And we have an open seat in the studio. And Jacob, he was like, "No, keep it on Zoom. I want to see my." Hey,
I gotta watch like 8 dogs, dude.
Okay. No, that's all right. But so we do have the baseball game going on right now. I guess we can start with that. Tennessee is playing Wake Forest in this Knoxville Regional. And now I think the end of the 4th inning, it is now 8-2 as we head into the top of the 5th. Tennessee's road to this game started off with a 9-2 win against Miami, Ohio on Friday. And after that, Wake Forest lost their first game to Cincinnati 11-6. So that means Tennessee played Cincinnati. What did we do? We won 10-6 on Saturday. And since Wake Forest lost, they had to play in that consolation bracket. They defeated Miami 14-13 in extra innings, and then was able to defeat Cincinnati in their rematch 10-3, followed by a win yesterday over Tennessee in another elimination game for Wake Forest. That game ended in a walk-off. Emphasis on the walk. 7-6, Wake Forest defeated Tennessee with the bases loaded, bottom of the 9th, and Tennessee walks a runner in. So that is why we are here on this Monday night, still playing this regional round of NCAA baseball. But Tennessee now with the 8-2 lead, looking to take on Arkansas in the Super Regionals. That'll be a best of 3 series next weekend, or I guess the end of this week, probably starts Friday. But so yeah, we're looking good. Lady Vols softball team lost
exciting
today.
times for baseball, but yeah, absolutely. And it sucks, man, because did you see that one where the runner missed the plate?
Yeah, dude, that was that was some of the most confusing baseball / softball I've ever watched in my life. Everybody knows that the runner doesn't tag whatever base, they are out. And Tennessee was playing UCLA yesterday, the Lady Vols softball. UCLA hit a home run. They went around the base, and she kind of like skipped a skip step over the plate where her front foot hit before the plate, and then the next one hit after. So she did not touch it. Review showed that,
literally everywhere but the plate.
like literally around it. Anyways, review showed that one of her teammates directed her back to home plate to make sure she touched that, which is it's a rule against some type
assisted.
It's like obstruction or something. I didn't know that was part of the rule. I just thought the runner was out. But they went into a 10, and I'm not joking, like a 10-minute, maybe even 15-minute replay review, and only to tell us that basically the play was unreviewable. That was their ruling. The runner did not touch home plate, was assisted by her teammate, but since we have been in this 10-minute review, turns out this is not reviewable. So they went ahead and
how does that?
Gave them the run.
How do you review it? You know,
how do you review something unreviewable? I don't know. I don't get it, but 2025, anything can happen.
Me neither.
So yeah, the Lady Vols are out though. They lost to Texas today. They started off with a loss to Oklahoma 4-3 in game 1. Oklahoma walked it off at the end, followed by a beatdown, a run rule after 5 innings over Florida. Love to see Tennessee whoop Florida's ass. I'm just gonna say that. 11-3, doesn't matter
every time. Doesn't matter the sport.
Yeah. And so the Gators were eliminated in that consolation bracket after an 11-3 loss to the Lady Vols. And then the UCLA game yesterday where, hey, like you said, any sport, I want to beat UCLA now. But Tennessee won 5-4. UCLA tied it at 4 with that controversial home run, if you want to call it that. And then Tennessee was able to walk it off at the end to win 5-4. Crazy game. That was a crazy game. But fall ultimately to Texas 2-0 this afternoon. They would have had to win earlier today and then beat Texas again tonight to be able to move on to the championship series against Oklahoma or Texas Tech. And everybody's kind of expecting Oklahoma to win that. They've been one of the best teams in softball over the last 5-10 years, easy. So, but Karlyn Pickens, 6 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts, 5 hits for
let's get some props to her.
Yeah, Karlyn Pickens.
Yeah, man, she's the reason I've gotten a bunch of free Cokes this year.
Yeah, Jacob's a big Weigels guy. No free shout outs, but isn't that the deal? What's the deal? We're just gonna cut Weigels a promo real quick.
If she strikes out 7, or if Hunter Inslee hits a home run, then free Coke tomorrow.
Hunter Inslee, West Tennessee boy, from Huntington, but. Yeah, so Pickens not only had 9 strikeouts today, Jacob. So you can go get a free Coke. She had 9 strikeouts today. She did give up 5 hits and 2 runs, 1 unearned off of error. But she finishes the World Series tournament with 22 2/3 innings pitched, 26 strikeouts on 404 pitches thrown, and ERA of 1.82. Jacob, I don't know what the ERA, how you really come up with that, but I know ultimately the lower the number, the better it is, like golf. So 1.82 is pretty low.
Yeah, it's earned run average.
Yeah.
So this is what it says on Google. It's a statistical measure that indicates how many earned runs a pitcher allows per 9 innings pitched.
Oh, okay.
Earned runs are those that are scored without the help of an error.
Thank you, Jacob.
The more you know.
You learn something new every day. I didn't know that. We're learning here on $1 Million Radio, but it's like that a QBR in football. I still don't know how they come up with that. And there's so many other little statistics these days that they keep coming up with, and apparently they're all supposed to tell you who's supposed to win and who loses. So, but I do want to quick quickly mention a legend in the game of sports media. John Brinkus passed away. I think it was today or yesterday at the age of 54. If you don't recognize the name, you probably recognize what he did with ESPN Sports Science when we were all growing up. He was the host of that segment that they used to do on Sports Center. So rest in peace, John Brinkus. Thoughts and prayers to the family. But Jacob, the finals are set. Is this kind of the matchup you were maybe not expecting, but you were hoping for? Is this what you wanted to see in
Opposite.
the finals?
I was expecting
the Thunder versus
this.
the Pacers?
I was not really hoping for it.
No.
I thought Oklahoma City and the Pacers were going to win.
There he is. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah. We're lagging on Zoom right now, but so Jacob's video just freezed up for a second, but I'm sure the audio is just fine. So, as you were saying, Jacob, sorry.
No, you're good. I'll start. It was quite the opposite. I was not hoping for this, but I was expecting it since they individually in the series, each team went up 3-1. So that's kind of what I called last on the podcast. I was like, I think each team that's up is going to win, but it's not really what I want. I don't really want Oklahoma City in the finals. I don't necessarily want the Pacers in the finals, but honestly, I'm kind of glad, it's a small market making it there. I just probably would have rather had the Timberwolves versus Pacers, or if it was Timberwolves versus Knicks, it would have been the Cat Randall trade.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool to see too. But OKC has been the best team all year, just super dominant all season. The Pacers are the hottest team. Yeah, best team overall for sure. The Pacers are the hottest team coming into the playoffs and what they've done to get to the finals, 4-2 over the Knicks in that series. I'm not gonna lie, Jacob. I really, really like watching the Pacers play basketball. They're fun to watch.
It's so clean. They rarely turn the ball over. Tyrese Halliburton, man, he has so many assists, but he just doesn't turn it over like ever. It's crazy.
Where does the rubber meet the road in this matchup then with OKC? Because Oklahoma City is one of the best defenses in the league, if not the best defense in the league. They force steals, turnovers, all that.
It's going to be close because, like, we've been hearing it's number one offense versus number one defense. And honestly, when you look at it like that, it sounds like it's going to be a great matchup. But also it's Eastern Conference versus West, and usually the West is such a bloodbath that the West is the better conference. So I don't know, man. It's going to come down to good team basketball. I mean, obviously the Thunder have more star power with Shea and with Jalen Williams, and Chet, of course. But I don't know, man. Pascal, he's hot right now. Pause. Tyrese Halliburton, he's hot. Pause. I mean, it's going to come down to more of the role players, I think, making the plays.
And Jacob, can you help me out real quick? I gotta know, is it Shea or is it Shy Gilgeous-Alexander?
I've never heard someone say Shy, dude. I've never heard someone say that.
I've seen people say Shy. I've seen more Shea. I thought it was Shea. But I just call him SGA. But yeah. I see people in the media all the time, and nobody really, whatever. But Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
I was trying to emphasize earlier. You said best team, and I'm like, yes, best team. They don't have. I mean, I don't think Shea is the best player in the league. People are trying to create a narrative that says he's the best player. I personally don't think so, but they do have the best team, and that's why he has averaged 30 points a game, 32 points a game. So
it does seem like Wake Forest just hit a home run to make it 8-4. They had somebody on base, so a 2-run home run for Wake Forest here in the top of the fifth. I hope you took the over in this game, Jacob. It looks like it's going to soar over.
I'm sick.
I don't know what the lines were, nothing, but yeah, so going into this NBA Finals series, Jacob, what is your expectation for how many games we get to watch? Who's going to win? MVP? What is it?
Yeah. Well, Yeah, expectations. I'm honestly expecting Oklahoma City to win in 6. I want every series ever in any NBA playoff to go to 7 to the final minute, but I don't think. I mean, I'm hoping that happens. It probably won't, though. I'm sure that OKC will take care of it in 6. So I think OKC wins. Shea gets his Finals MVP, and then now we have a battle of the face of the league.
And speaking of OKC, and you mentioned Chet Holmgren, I've got a couple people at work that think that we resemble each other, Jacob, and I don't know how I feel about that.
You and Chet?
Yeah.
Dude, you're a blonde. I don't.
It's more
I don't
of
get it.
it's more of the body type. That's just
Oh yeah. I mean, you, KD, Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren. Yeah, man, I could see you up there with them. The Slim Reaper prototype.
Hey, I don't mind that. I'm just not making tens of millions of dollars every year, but I will say that I think Chet might be the only person on the planet with skinnier legs than mine. And I think it's okay that I say that because, you know, I do have skinny legs, so I can be one to judge that. But I'll take that to my grave at least. But
he's got a sick jump shot though. I think his jump shot's a little better.
Did you see the video? Somebody sent it in the group on Instagram of Wilt Chamberlain scoring 70 points. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. That was crazy.
He was
Kind of made me respect Uncle a little bit.
Yeah, he was actually getting buckets out there. It wasn't just he was taller than everybody else.
Fadeaway jumpers too.
Dude, off the glass, like
yeah.
It was he's good. He's good. He's great.
But also I saw one or two where like the teammate was shooting it.
Oh yeah, he just grabbed it out the air.
Grabbed it from the front.
No wonder he had 100 points. He was
maybe
cheating
that
the whole
100-point
time.
game. Yeah,
No.
yeah.
You never know what you're gonna come
That's
across
funny.
on.
I do
on the
have Will
reels.
in my top 10.
Yeah, that's definitely
Yeah.
fair to say. But yeah, so you got the Thunder in 6.
What do you have?
I think the Thunder are gonna win. I want the Pacers to win. I'd like to see a
Me
bunch
too.
of basketball drag this series out a little bit. Maybe maybe the refs will do their part in helping this series last as long as possible. We already know they're gonna do their part for Shea, so we'll see.
Yeah.
What's the over/under on Shea Gilgeous drawn fouls? SGA's drawn fouls for this whole series. What do you think? Do you think it's gonna be?
What do I think?
Like, how many fouls do you think SGA is gonna draw in this series?
Oh God, I think 8.
That's it. I'm not talking about just game 1, Jacob. I'm talking about the whole series.
Oh. Sorry, I was doing per game. So I mean, let's just do. Hell, it's the finals. Let's do 9 times. If it goes to 6, 9 times 6, so 54.
That would be 54. That's a lot. That's a lot. But
He's shot like 126 so far in the playoffs.
let's just give our round of applause to the Pacers for making sure that we don't have a finals matchup of SGA versus Jalen Brunson. That is the one thing I did not want to see.
Yeah, man, but honestly, like the fact that the Pacers have come back in like 3 different games with like 2 minutes left. Have you seen the compilation of everything when they came out versus the Bucks, the Cavs, the Knicks? I mean, and Tyrese also put his whole all of his aura on the line when he did the choke in game 1.
That would have been bad. That would have been bad for Tyrese. Thank God they won.
Yeah, dude, he's tough. I don't think anyone should ever call him overrated again, ever.
I think he's definitely the most clutch player in the league this season.
Statistically, too.
There's no arguing that. Yeah, I think he was 10 of 11 coming into the Eastern Conference round. 10 of 11 shots, or 10 of 11 on shots within 2 minutes to go or a minute to go that either tie or take the lead. He's 10 for 11. And then he had that one in game 1 that tied it, sent it into overtime where they ultimately won. But if his, shoe size was about half size smaller, then he probably would have ended it on that shot. But yeah, so.
Dude, he's so sick, man. Like, I was honestly shocked he didn't win Eastern Conference Finals MVP, though. I mean, I don't know. Maybe
I think
I'm
he was
crazy.
shocked too. Did you see the video of him like behind Siakam?
Do you think Pascal deserved it? I think he deserved it. I think you can make an argument for either.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know all the stats of throughout the whole series, but in that game, in the game that they won, Game 6, Siakam dropped 31 or 32 points, probably over 10 rebounds as well, and then Halliburton had 23 and 13 assists, maybe. So either one, it could have went to either one, I'd say. But as far as the series numbers, I'm not so sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure Siakam deserved it.
I'm just wondering what the defensive strategy is going to be for the Pacers going into OKC at OKC. Like, are they going to double Shea the whole time? Are they capable of doing that with success? I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I mean, you could send Obi Toppin at him, but I don't know. Shea's definitely gonna get his free throws though.
Oh yeah. What's the name? Free throw merchant. Him and Brunson.
Yeah, dude. It drove me crazy whenever the OKC fans were chanting free throw merchant at Jokic. That did something to me. Unfathomable rage.
Hey, Jacob. Now we all know who brought this into the league. The flopping, trying. There's a difference between trying to draw a foul, which is part of the game, and then just throwing on a whole performance and getting a whistle. The one that initially brought it into the league, in my opinion, and there were others too, but LeBron, as big as he is, all eyes are on him. But the one after LeBron is the one that really gets my gears grinding. You know who I'm talking about? The beard, James Harden. Back in like the 2015 to 18 era when he was with the Rockets. Oh my goodness, it was tough to watch. But I mean, now we get guys like SGA and Jalen Brunson, and that's just kind of part of the game now. Is you got to be a good performer in drawing those fouls to make sure you get the whistle.
You gotta cock your head back like crazy. Dude.
Even after you don't get hit. That's always the funniest thing to me is seeing somebody either barely get touched or not even touched at all, and then it's like a secondary that type of reaction. That kills me every time, because then they put it in slow-mo and you can just see that they're acting.
Yeah, right. Was it Nick Wright? He's one of the sports commentators.
Yeah.
He had a really good idea going into next season. And I think I sent it. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Do you agree with that? Making this an official movement on the court?
So,
I'm so sick of seeing players do this. I'm so sick. Luka, I love Luka. He does it every single time he fouls, dude.
So what he's referring to is Nick Wright's point about players like telling their coach to review the play or whatever situation it is, and people what Nick Wright was saying was that they need to implement this is an automatic review, just like this is an automatic timeout. And if you don't have a review after you do that, then what he said, like a technical free throw, is like if you try to call a timeout but we're out. So I mean, I'd be all for it, I guess.
I do. I'm so sick of seeing players do it. Like, it's so annoying. It's so annoying.
Yeah. So Jacob, we are to the NBA Finals, episode 32 of $1 Million Radio. We started this August something. I don't remember when we recorded the first episode, but that was at the beginning of the football season. And we've had sports carry us this whole way. And so now that we're getting to a point in the summer of not a lot's going on. Baseball, we can still talk about Vols baseball. Griffin, we can have him talk about MLB because we don't really know a whole lot about that. What are we gonna do for the next 2 months, Jacob? I don't know. I'm kind of
we're excited. Hey, we're gonna go get a real job, and we're gonna go. That's about it.
I plan on having 2 videos this week with UFC or for UFC with my friend Kyle. So we'll see how many we get through on that. Plan is for 2.
If you want to hop on, if anyone wants to hop on, special guest, please comment down below.
No, man, we're talking to you. I'm trying to figure out who you are because I don't know. But
we need Milkman on.
I want to get Milkman on, even if it's like a phone call or something where he never or she never reveals the identity. We don't have to put a face to the name. Come on.
You said Milkman or she.
Yeah. Hey, man, it is June. It is June.
Yeah, man. But hey, we're gonna try to start. I think we'll try to start getting into some interviews in the downtime in the off season. Hey, I'm down to do some music talks, some music discussions too.
Oh yeah. So you got some moves coming your way too, Jacob. So be on the lookout for all that. But speaking of La Musica, you got a song of the week for us?
Yes, dude. So I heard this one song. It's by this Australian band called Smacked Youth. And they're really not popular, no offense. They're young, starting out. They just released a new song called White Line Fever. I sent it to you and you didn't listen, and that's fine.
I didn't listen, Jacob. I apologize.
I get it. I wouldn't either.
I'm very bad at that. You can ask my girlfriend. You can ask my other friends. Like, I'm pretty bad.
I get it. And it's not like you're like one of the most important people in my life or anything, but and I always
I'm
want
just
your
bad
opinion.
at responding to texts. I'm gonna be honest. I'm terrible.
But they released a song called White Line Fever. They got 11,000 monthly listeners, and I think they've grown a little bit. But I messaged them on Instagram because I noticed their count wasn't that high. I felt like I could communicate with them, and I said, "Hey, that's an awesome song," and they were like, "Cheers, mate!" And I thought that was really cool. So,
hey, that's cool. That's cool.
White Line Fever, Smacked Youth. Check it out.
Might make a clip of that and send it to them. See if we can get some recognition off that. That'd be cool. We're helping them out. They're helping us out. Whatever. Some $1 million radio talk. But my song of the week would have to be Belmont's new song, In the Sky. I told you I wasn't gonna go Sleep Token again. I've already gone 3 weeks in a row, I think, with Sleep Token songs.
A 3-peat.
So yeah. Gotta give reins to somebody else at some point. But Belmont, band that I really like, and we talked about quite a few times on here. You sent a video of the drummer playing Overstepping, right? The live video. Like, it's crazy that people can do that.
So sick.
It's crazy people can do that.
Yeah.
It's like the caption was like, "Watch me play this 4-minute drum fill." But Belmont in the Sky.
Like the whole song is just
Belmont in the Sky would be my $1 million radio song choice of the week. And Smacked Youth, White Lies?
White Line Fever.
Oh, White Line Fever. Okay. Smacked Youth, White Line Fever. All right. Anything else, Jacob? Any other words you need to get off your chest?
Nah, man. We got all summer for that.
Very true. Might as well not, put all our eggs in one basket early. So, but as we sign off here, $1 Million Radio, episode 32, Tennessee leads 8-4 in the top of the 6th inning. So if we can hold it off, we'll see Arkansas here later on in the week. Episode 32,
Go Vols.
$1 Million Radio, go Vols, and we'll see you next time.